Wednesday, and welcome back to the studios of Deep Recruiting in Plano, Texas, just north of Dallas. We're reaching out to you today because I want to talk about AI and how it appears to have attention deficit disorder. Does it really? What's actually really going on? If you've invested a lot of time and energy in AI, you've noticed it has ADD. It's like a puppy, squirrel. It's got to go chase it. And that's okay. We're going to cover that today, what's really going on, and how to manage it for your career. Because AI is a critical part of what you're doing every single day. You got to know about this, got to know how to manage it. The sooner you know how to manage it, the better off you're going to be. In reality, AI really doesn't have attention deficit disorder, but it acts like it does. What is really going on is a real technical phenomenon, and it's called attention instability under open-ended human interaction. What it basically means is AI is constantly shifting its focus based on the latest input it's getting from you. It is not a stable internal intent. As humans, when we're working on a problem, when we're conducting research or developing a solution, we're able to maintain our primary goal, our primary objective, while filtering out noise and distractions. A, on the other hand, responds to everything. Squirrel! Just like that. You've been there if you've got kids or if you've got a dog. AI is exactly the same. It's also called context drift. Each new input you give it reshapes AI's priority stack, and AI gradually loses its original objective. For example, if you start with, help me build a hiring strategy, well, that's going to be its focus. But as you add parameters and you ask it questions, you get 10 prompts deep, it's probably lost its focus. Now it's discussing tools, it's discussing branding, it's discussing compensation. These are all peripheral, they're part of the main objective, they're not the main objective. The original strategy gets diluted as AI runs off in a new direction. So why does this happen? AI is programmed to be, it is inherently a recency biased system, or you can call it shiny object syndrome. Transform models weight recent tokens more heavily. In other words, AI gives the most weight to the most recent instruction it received, even if it contradicts earlier instructions. Squirrel! You start with keep it concise. Then you ask it, add more detail. And the result is AI actually pivots to your most recent command and abandons the earlier constraint. And just like the dog going after the squirrel, you have to remind it to get back on track. AI simply doesn't have a built-in persistence goal unless you explicitly reinforce that anchor over and over and over again. AI, it doesn't care. It doesn't care about your goal unless you remind it. It will not self-correct. Unfortunately, humans give AI instructional overload. We overwhelm it. As humans, we're used to giving and receiving instructions in layered structures with evolving instructions. We can absorb these instructions and usually understand how to satisfy them because we know how to weigh each instruction against the other. AI tries to solve them all simultaneously. And the result is you end up with a blended, sometimes very incoherent output. To AI, everything appears to be equally important unless you tell it how to prioritize each of those trade-offs. And that can prove very challenging. How do I word this? How do I write it? You have to take your time to think through your prompt. AI also engages in what's called over accommodation. You've probably read about this. Basically, it's trying to please you. It's people pleasing behavior. It's trying to say yes to every question you give to it. This is where it gets into the hallucination. And without pushback, it cannot maintain focus. The technical reality behind this ADD of AI is AI has no has no true memory. It is stateless by default. AI doesn't remember like a human does. It reevaluates context each time from scratch. There are token window constraints. For AI, there's only a limited amount of conversation that's visible to it. The older context that you gave it before just sort of fades away. Attention mechanism does not equal human attention. Attention in AI equals mathematical weighting, not focus. It distributes probability, not intention. And this one is big. AI optimizes for helpfulness, not focus. You've got to understand the technical animal you're working with. Models are trained to be helpful, cooperative, responsive. They are not trained to enforce consistency or maintain long term objectives. Another very super common and for me has been very frustrating experience with LLMs is I get different results on different days. I can save my prompt and reuse my prompt. It's identical in every single way. And I use it on Monday and I get the results I'm looking for in the format I'm looking for. And on Tuesday, I don't get it in the format I'm looking for. AI is not 100% deterministic, and that's by design. They are AI as a group. They are probabilistic models. Even with an identical prompt, AI samples from a distribution on purpose so that answers actually feel natural and creative instead of robotic. We're used to machines giving us consistent responses. AI simply wasn't designed to do that. And that tiny little bit of randomness can be the difference between getting the result you expect and, as Monty Python would say, and now for something completely different. The interface rendering, the web app, the front end is separate from the AI generation. The rendering logic can change day to day. Why does that happen? Well, the people who create the tool and run the tool might push a very silent update. You might be on a slightly different version without even realizing it. And the mobile versus desktop apps, sometimes they render things differently. Model versions and system prompts actually evolve. Between one day and the next, the underlying AI model can be updated and improvements are being rolled out constantly. And then there are session and context differences. Even though you copy and paste the same instructions, the full conversation history, the token limits, and any internal state from previous messages can nudge AI in a different direction, meaning you get different response. Sounding more and more human, isn't it? Some days you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. That kind of applies to AI. So, why does this matter to you? Well, it breaks your strategic work. Without control, AI produces fragmented thinking. It undermines long term planning and it can create smart noise instead of clarity. It can mislead users. This is where it hallucinates because it wants to please you. It can drift off course very subtly without you ever even noticing it. And you have to adopt a new skill, AI steering. Best users re-anchor context frequently, they restate their goals and they constrain the scope aggressively. So what can you do about it? You can re-anchor your objective. Tell it, hey, I need you to stay focused on X. I need you to do this. You can use constraints explicitly. Do not expand beyond XY or prioritize A over B. You can reset when needed. I find myself actually just closing the tab out entirely, starting a brand new session. That eliminates a lot of the drift that I've seen. You can use structured prompts with clear roles to find outputs and type boundaries. One thing I like to do is when it starts to drift and I notice it's drifting and I'm not getting what I want, is I will actually put the prompt back in AI and ask it to clarify my prompt to prevent the drift that it's actually engaging in. And believe it or not, AI is actually really good at doing that. It'll take the prompt you're using, it'll rewrite it in a context that will slow down that drift. So, there are some simple ideas. I want to give you three very simple ideas I want to give you to help you remember all this stuff. Every prompt should be a new priority, or every prompt is a new priority. AI is brilliant, but it has no agenda until you give it one. And squirrel, you gotta watch out for that darn squirrel. Talking to AI is like managing a genius intern with no long term memory and no opinion. They'll do exactly what you say and only what you just said. So, in short, it's not you, it's the combination of AI focus, probabilistic intervention, and a live, constantly evolving interface. And you, as the user, need to adapt. This has been Deep Recruiting. I hope you're getting something out of this. I'm going to be doing a lot on AI in the future because it's absolutely so relevant to our productivity. I need your comments. I want to grow this so we're getting over 1,000 viewers every time I live stream it. And the key to that is the algorithm. And the key to the algorithm is your comment. Please give us a comment. Tell me what you think. Is it useful? Is it not? Give us questions. You can email me at deeprecruiting@teamgtn.com, and I'll probably get to your question on air if I like it, of course. I won't mention your name. It'll all be done in confidence. But if you've got a problem, an objective you're running into, a wall you're hitting at 90 miles an hour, and you need to figure out how to get around that wall, how to break that wall, how to get over that wall, give us a crack at it. Love to see if we can help. Appreciate you tuning in. We're here every Wednesday at 4:10 Central Standard Time. We love your audience. I love my audience, I should say. We love your attendance. Have a great week, everybody, and please go sell something, would you? Thanks so much. Take care.